Hi, welcome to Gamers Web. My name's Mark, and in this video I'm going to take a look at Noble Team for Halo Flashpoint from Mantic Games. It's been a bit of a while since I've last looked at anything from Mantic for Halo. I think the last thing that I did was the Banished Scenery set. So I got this at the weekend at Claymore. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so this gives you a fully playable Noble Team. Right off the bat, probably one of the most iconic team, well, definitely the most iconic team in the history of Halo, and they are some of the best characters as well. So this special issue box features 6 exclusive models, bringing the iconic characters of Noble Team to Halo Flashpoint. These multi-part miniatures are cast in high detail MasterCraft resin, designed for collectors and painters. Make your games of Halo Flashpoint bigger than ever with the rules included for running longer games and fighting with a friend. Okay, so it gives you cooperative rules and other such stuff, and we contains a one Noble Team booklet, 6 MasterCrafted Resin Spartan miniatures, 6 player cards, 2 new game cards, and 2 Resin man cannons, which are these things here, which are used for jumping up and down the thing. I actually thought they were mag cannons, but could be me. Right, okay, so let's jump in. Right, as I say, it's been a bit of a while since I've actually done a Halo unboxing, so please forgive me. I've not done very many demos recently because I've not been able to, and my health's not been very good, so I haven't really built up any demo credit to buy Mantic stuff because I'm a Mantic Pathfinder. But anyway, that aside, let's just crack on. Right, so open the box, and if I can get my hands in, there we go. Right, let's see what we get. So we get our mag cannons. There are 2 of those in the back. Then we get our miniatures, which we'll look at in a moment. We get our Noble Team cards. We get the Noble Team book, which tells us how to use Noble Team. And then we get, if I can pull this out without breaking it, we get our assembly guide for all the models, which we'll look at again in a sec. We also get a big guide on using resin in multiple languages, which we don't really need at the moment. And then we get this here about assembly guides, which gives us a QR code to actually scan and gives us more details on what we get. Okay, so I'm just going to pause the camera and I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to set everything out. Okay, so this is all the stuff we get in the box set. We get our 6 MasterCrafted resin miniatures. Each one of them comes with its own base, and the bases are all pre-textured. We get our cards for all our characters, we get the rules, and we get the assembly guide. So look at the assembly guide quick. So we have, it doesn't tell you the names of each of the characters. It's been so long since I've actually played Halo that I can't remember all of them. So I think that's Carter. And then we have John, which is the big guy. Then we have, I'm not sure, the sniper, I think the sniper is a sniper Emile. Another character whose name I can't remember, and then Noble 6, which is the player character. We'll look at the models. It probably would help if I actually put the characters with the models. Yeah, so it's John, Carter, George or Jorge, Cat, Emile, and Spartan 6, Noble 6. Then we also get 2 special order cards for the characters as well. So we'll look at the cards once we've actually looked at the models and the rules. I'll leave the cards till last, I think. If I can pick them up. Quite difficult to pick up off this desk. because they're stuck. There we go. Right, okay, we'll just put those out of the way. Okay, so all the characters are 2 pieces with the exception of the big guy. He is 3 pieces. Right, so 4 pieces really if you count the body. Right, so quick look at the models. I'm just going to zoom in so we can have a better look at the models. Right. Okay, so there's the first model. The detail on the resin is really crisp. Very nice. Very detailed. I'm going to assemble all these and we can have a proper look at them when they're all assembled. She comes with a base as well. Slight bit of thingy on the bottom, the bit of flash that needs cleaning up, but all in all she looks quite good. She's got her arm and there's a gun. Again, I think that yeah, so yeah, I think that there's a little bits of flash that need cutting off on that miniature, but all in all she looks quite good. I say she, I think it's the she, I'm not sure. I know that one member at least of Noel team is a female. Then we've got the big guy. Again, he's got a textured base. He's got pouches everywhere for miles and a huge backpack. And then he's also got his massive chain gun and his arm that's holding it. So very nice. The hand that holds the chain gun, I think, is in 2 pieces. Yes, it's in 2 pieces. So we've got one arm. So he's got 2 arms and the gun. So he's in 4 parts altogether. But as I say, we'll look at them all when they're assembled in a few minutes. I'm just going to get them assembled. But we'll just have a quick look at the models now. And then we've got this model here with the sniper rifle. Very nice. Great details again. Lots and lots of pouches and bandoliers and all sorts of stuff going on that miniature. There we go. And this is a sniper. I think this is this Emile? I can never remember the names of the characters. Oh no, sorry, this isn't the sniper. There we go. There's the weapon. It looks like a big shotgun type thing. And then we have Noble 6, which is the Spartan. As in, this is your player character. It's got a Spartan laser. I think that's the player character anyway. But as I said, these are just quick look at them. I'll look at them all properly once I've gotten them assembled. And then quite difficult to get in these bags sometimes. Again, the quality is brilliant. Really nice. There's a little tiny bits of flash on the bottom, as you can see. That needs cutting off, but that's a few seconds of the job. And then there's the sniper. I'm positive the sniper's called Emile. I can't remember. It's been, I mean, this game came out in 2010. We're now in 2026, and I've not played it since it came out, so it's quite a while ago. But again, fantastic detail. Posing is brilliant. The actual animation on the posing is quite dramatic, and I've been somebody who did do a lot of resin 3D printing before I became ill. Trying to get that kind of detail on a resin 3D print is really, really difficult, and these are hand poured. Trying to do it with a 3D printer, this part here, you're very likely to get this snapped. So the resin they use here, I think it's a CO cast, so it's a resin hybrid, but it looks pretty good. Right, okay, so let's leave the miniatures aside for one moment, and what we'll do is we'll recenter and we'll look at the rulebook. Right, so this is the Noble Team rulebook. It's got the artwork from the game itself on the front of it. And Halo Flashpoint Big Team Battles. Okay, so this gives you the rules for you to actually use all of the members of Noble Team in your game, plus expand the way you play your games of Halo Flashpoint. Okay, so we have got Noble Team. We have Noble 1, which is Carter. He's armed with an M11 combat knife and a DMR and an M6 Magnum. We've got John, who's got a M11 combat knife and an SRS 99 sniper rifle. George, or Jorge, is armed with Spartan fists and an HMG. Cat is armed with a robotic arm, an M6 modified and an M6G Magnum. Emile has got a Kakuri blade and a M45 shotgun and frag grenades. And finally, Spartan Noble 6, Spartan B312, which is yourself, is armed with Spartan fists, an M6 Spartan laser and M6C Magnum. Right, and we've got new keywords. We've got counterintelligence. At the start of the game, if enemy models in an opposing fire team makes a scout move, all friendly models with counterintelligence CI can make a 1 cube advance action. Counterintelligence moves always are done after the opposing fire team has completed all of its scout moves. Now, I don't know if that's not going to really put you into close combat with somebody, because it's at the beginning of the game when you do your scouting moves, and I don't think you can, according to the way the rules are, you can't be so close to somebody during deployment. High value target, any model with initial points value before upgraded of 65 or more is considered a high value target, HVT. In scenarios that award victory points for kills, killing a high value target has +1 victory point every time that model dies. This stacks with other victory points enhancements such as acrobatic and Spartan Killer. Spartan Killers are a new unit that is coming very, very shortly. They're on pre-order right now. I'll leave a link in the description to where you can get them. The models look really nice, but they're very, very expensive. Just like Noble Team is quite expensive as well. So, new special order. Each fire team must select each one of the special orders, but may take up to 3. You can choose from those purchased whenever a special order command die is spent. This expansion adds the following UNSC special orders. You've got Lone Wolf, which is only for your Noble 6. And you've got Hologram, which is for Noble Team only. Okay, then we've got introducing new alternative game mode for your games of Halo Flashpoint. So we've got Bigger Battlefields, which is using 2 maps put together, or using the deluxe battle map that's, I think it's just about to go into stock. I know it's been out of stock for a while. The battle map looks amazing, but it basically, instead of playing on a 2x2, you're playing on a 4x2. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, you're playing on a 4x2. So it's 2 feet across and 4 feet wide. It looks really, really nice. Okay, you got realistic equipment. So you got item replacement is not used in this mode. All weapon tokens are placed face up instead of face down. If a model carrying a picked up weapon is killed by a ranged attack, it drops the weapon to the cube it was in. You got item caps. You got bigger battles, scenarios in this booklet. Scenarios designed for big team battles in mind. Use BTB in the title or the Halo Flashpoint Index. Some scenarios designed for big TB in mind also include elimination in the title. We got respawning. Respawns are never used for elimination scenarios. So basically you play with what you got. Now, I find that playing Halo Flashpoint without respawning is the best way to play it. I love playing it without respawning. I think that the respawn is a brilliant mechanic, but I want to have as many games as possible. I don't want to keep on using the same miniatures over and over again. I want to try different loadouts on my miniatures when I'm playing. So I don't use respawn very often. Down models, when a model is killed, it is not removed from the board but left in place with a down status token for a suitable marker. Whilst down models take up to the usual space on a cube, they may be moved by frag attacks that target their cube, which I should imagine would also include if you shot at them with a weapon that does knockback. They take no other part in the game until a friendly model in the same cube takes an auxiliary action to revive them, at which point they are back in the game. Shields depleted. Any enemy model in the same cube as a down model may take an auxiliary action to permanently remove the down model from the game. So if you don't get to them quick enough, your opponent gets to them and sorts them out. And then you got doubles. When playing as a team of 2 or more players, each player receives 1 command die plus dice for each for any tactician they may have chosen. So in a team of 450 points, each partner has selected 225 points, each with a tactician 1 model. That will be 2 command dice each to use per round. Players may pass their command dice to their partner or swap them without doing the round. Right. And then we've got big team strandle, big team extraction. These are different scenarios. Then Big Mac round incoming. I knew it was Mac. No, I didn't. I thought it was Mag. Let me have a look. I'm positive that there was a mistake on the... Yes, there is a mistake on the box. The box says Man Cannons. It's Mac Cannons. Oh, I think. Could be wrong. Let me know. And then there's the other thing. Right, so leave that alone for the moment. Let's have a quick look at the cards. And then we can get the miniatures assembled and we can see what we've got. Okay. So we'll start off with the cards. I'll just zoom in a bit again. Alright, okay, so Noble 6. Noble 6. Lone Wolf. You may use this special order only if you're playing a friendly. Spartan B312 Noble 6 is 5 or more cubes away from any friendly Spartans. Spend a special order result, allow Noble 6 to make an additional short or long action, this activation. This may allow them to repeat the action. This may allow them to repeat any action once. So basically, if you you've got somebody else within 5 squares of you, you can actually use this and go twice, which could be quite beneficial. Okay, then we've got the quite neat artwork on the back. Then we've got holograms. Can be used at the start of any game. Spend as many special order tokens as you wish to redeploy Noble Team Spartan per die. All normal deployment rules apply. Simply set those models up again before any scout moves are made. So it basically lets them rig the battlefield and you can redeploy thusly. Then we've got Noble 6 himself. We'll do him first. Can we just do him in the order they come in? He's got Energy Shield 2, Acrobatic, Stealthy and Counterintelligence. He's got a ranged attack of 4, a fight of 4 and a save of 5. He moves 2-3 and he's got 2 armor and 4 hit points. He's got the usual Spartan Fists. He's armed with an M6 Spartan Laser with a range of 7, AP of 4, which is pretty nasty. Lethal 2, which makes it even more nasty. Optics and Weight of Fire 2. So basically, you're hitting on Force Plus, you're doing headshots on 7s up, and if you roll misses, you can re-roll 2 misses with your weight of fire 2. And he's got his other weapon is a M6 Magnum, M6G Magnum, which got a range of 3, optics and rapid fire. So because his range is only 4, his range attack, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. You know, he's more or less the same as the Spartan Tactician that you get in the core set, who's one of my favourite characters. I like to take him as many times as possible. And we've got Carter, Noble 1. He's got Energy Shield 2, Scout and Tactician 2. So having him in your team with a another Spartan with Tactician will give you what, 2, 4, 5 dice. Is it? No, it's 2, 4. Yeah, 5 dice. He's got a range of 4, a fight of 4, and a save of 5. 2, 3 move, and 2 armor, and 4 hit points. He's got a combat knife, which all the characters used to have them, all the Spartans used to have them until they discovered how lethal they were, and then kind of nerfed it and took them out. So it's close combat. It's got AP of 2, ESD 1. And then he's got the DMR, which has got range 6, it's lethal 1 and optics, and he's got the Magnum, which is optics and rapid fire and range 3. And then we've got the blurb on the back for the character. We've got John, who's Noble 3, Energy Shields 2, Scout and Stealthy, range attack of 3, fight of 5, a save of 4, 2, 3, 2 and 4 respectively. Got the same combat knife, and it's got a sniper rifle, which is range 6, a sniper scope, and lethal 1, and it does 1 AP. And then we've got my favourite character. He's one of my favourite characters in any game that I've played. George or Jorge, depending on where you come from. Energy Shield 3, Tactician 1, Stoic. I think, if I can remember correctly, Stoic means he can never crouch. He's always got to be stood up. He's got a range and a fight of 4 and a save of 4, 2, 3, and 2 for his armor, and H points of 6, which makes him a complete and utter tank. He's got combat fit. He's got combat for close combat is his fists. Then he's got an HMG, which got a range of 5, AP 1. It's a fighting platform. Lethal 1, weight of fire 2, suppression, which is quite nasty. And then we've got Cat, Noble 2. She's got Energy Shield 2, Tactician 1, Fast Transition, Counterintelligence. Then she's also got range and a fight of 4, save of 5, 2, 3 movement, 2 armor, and 4 HP. She's got a robotic arm, which gives her 1 AP and smash 1. And then she's got 2 weapons. She's got a modified M6, which is range 3, rapid fire, optics and lethal 1. And she's got an M6G Magnum, which is again range 3, optics and rapid fire. Now, because she's got fast transition, she can fire both those weapons in the same turn, which makes her quite formidable, like most people with the fast transition rule. Then we've got Emile. Emile is Energy Shield 2, acrobatic, imposing. He's got a range attack of 5, fight of 3, and a save of 5. 2, 3 move, 2 armor, 4 hit points. He's got a Kuri blade for close combat, which is AP 2, ESD 1, lethal 1, which again in close combat is going to be absolutely lethal, especially since he's got a fight of 3. Range, he's got his shotgun, which is range 3, 1 AP, 1 ESD, knockback, and lethal 2. And then he's got a frag grenade, which is range 3, 1 AP, frag 5, grenade, and 1 use. So he can reuse it once and again. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to very quickly just reset everything, and I'll assemble the miniatures, and then we'll come back to them. So I shall be right back. Okay, so that's everything assembled. It only took about 10 minutes to do it. They go together quite easily. I would suggest especially if you're not very used to doing resin kits. You can't assemble these without using super glue. You've got to use a semi-accurate, and I would also recommend using some of this spray glue activator. This stuff's really good. It's like about £7 for 6 cans on Amazon. If I can find the link, I'll leave it in the description. Right, okay, so everything's assembled. Got the 2 mag ramps. These propel you over across the battlefield. I've not actually found the rules on these yet. I'm just going to have a quick look, see if I can find the rules. I'll tell you what it says about them. Where are we? Doubles, rules, struggles, scenarios, big tree extraction. It's not in that one. There we go. So that big mat rounding coming, and that tells you how to use the mat cannons. When a model enters a cube containing a mat cannon, for any reason, place the model 8 cubes away from the mat cannon in the direction indicated by the arrows. So they basically propel you forward 8 arrows. So if you do a 1 cube move into them, they propel you forward 8 arrows. That's like 8 cubes. Pretty good, especially for long range games. They'll come in handy. I think they were in Halo 3 they first appeared. Might have been Halo 2. Okay, so we're going to take them from the top. We're going to start off with Carter Noble 1. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit so we can have a proper look at the miniatures. Okay, so here's Noble 1. It's slightly assembled, slightly different than it is on the actual card, because I didn't want everybody holding their gun the same way. So I just put his arm down. It looks pretty good. I like him. He looks like he's about to issue an order. He's the team leader. Pretty good model. Lots of detail. Sorry, I'm trying to get the thing centered. Lots of detail front and back. Goes together really well. Then Noble 2 is Cat with a bionic arm. This is the worst of all the models. I don't like this one at all. I don't like her pose. It's very static. She's twin wielding the magnums, one with a robotic arm and one normally. I just don't like the look on this model. Don't think that she's a very good sculpt. But then again, I don't think the actual character's very good either. Okay. Then we have Noble 3, which is John with the sniper rifle. Not a tactical rock in sight, which is very refreshing to see. Really good pose. Like that. That's a big thumbs up from me, that one. I like that one. Then we have Noble 4, which is Emile with his crazy mask on. Now Emile's actually got the skull is actually part of his mask. So if you can look at the detail, if I can get it close enough up, and you can actually see this. I'm going to have to actually stand so I can see the camera whilst I'm doing this, because I can't actually see the camera. But if you can see, he's actually got the skull etched into his mask. Really, really nice model. That one's going to be a good one to paint up. It's going to be hard. Then we have Noble 5, which is George, or Jorge. This one's the one that I had to use the activator on because his hands kept on falling off the machine gun. Other than that, turned out really, really nicely. Now, I do need to file this little bit down. I have cut it off. Just basically get a pair of snips like these, place them so the flat end is on the bottom, and then just very gently just snip away. As you can see, it goes very, very quickly. But I'm going to file that down a little bit. Okay, and then finally we have Noble 6 with a Spartan laser, which is the player character in the game. Great pose, really nice looking model. The Spartan laser is going to do some lethal damage. Right, so I'll just reset my camera and I'll give you some of my final thoughts. Okay, right, so that was my quick look at Noble Team, special issue, from Mantic Games for Halo Flashpoint. Overall, 6 really nice looking models. The detail is amazing. The only problem is the price point, because they're very, very expensive. They work out at roughly £10 a model, because the box retails at £69. So each of these is tenner, and then you've got your cards, a couple of pounds, your rules, a couple of pounds, and then the 2 mag ramps are a couple of pounds. So it's not cheap at all. But the rules more than make up for the price. They're only expensive because you're only going to buy them once. You're not going to buy them multiple times, unless, of course, you're wanting to buy them to paint, because you can only use one named character or characters in per game. You can't use them multiples of the same character. So there's only one Master Chief, there's only one John, there's only one Bert, there's only one you know, that kind of thing. There's only one Atriox, even though there's 2 Atriox models, but you can only use one of the characters in your team. Right, so in that sense, they work out all right. Are they expensive when compared to some other companies? Well, let's just put it this way. Conflict 47 from Warlord Games, the character models start off at £8 and go up to about £12.50. Sorry, £14, which is the latest one, the Japanese one, and that comes with 5 models, and it's made of plastic. Compare that to Games Workshop, where you can pay £35 for one single model. In fact, some characters are £60. So, all in all, it's still quite good value for money. They're going to be quite difficult to paint because they're very in-depth colour scheme. Each one has got its own specific colour scheme. They're not wearing bog standard Spartan coloured armour, so it's pointless just breaking out the grey paint, because some of them are yellow, some of them are red, some of them are pink. But I think it's going to be a challenge, and I'm looking forward to actually painting them, which I'm going to do over the next few weeks. The mag cannons, they're quite good. I think they'll be usable in the game. If they propel your 8 squares across the battlefield, that's fantastic, because you can do some serious damage, especially if you get somebody up like Emile and hitting on a 3 and then doing lots and lots of damage with his nasty weapons. Other than that, very pleased with them. This is only my second lot of Warlord resin for Halo Flashpoint, with the exception of the characters that came in the Burkanduru came in the Feet First into Hell ODST box. I'll leave a link to that in the description up here somewhere. And also the Master Chief, which came in the Spartan edition. Everything else, sorry, no, Master Chief was a already assembled model, I think. I can't remember. I've got, my Master Chief was in the Halo Master Chief paint set, which is currently about to be re-released in September. They said it wouldn't be coming back out again, but apparently it's been so popular that it's coming back out in September, which is good because the paints are very good. And although I'm not a very big army painter person, I am going to get another copy of the box set because the paints are very, very nice in that one. Right, anyway, September is going to be a big month for Halo because we've got the latest Banished and UNSC sets coming out, which is the Grunts and Jackals and the Marines. So the Marines come with 10 Marines, and you also get a Spartan, and the Jackals and Grunts come with I think it's 3 Jackals and 6 Grunts and an Elite. I could be slightly wrong there, because I think there's 10 models in each box, so I could be slightly wrong. But I've seen the rules for the Jackals and the Grunts, and they are very good, especially the Grunts with the special thing which allows them to turn into suicide bombers and run towards you and give you a big friendly green glowing hug. So I'll look at those as soon as I can get hold of them, which will probably be middle of September, maybe October, but we'll look at them. And there's also the 1.5 rules, which are coming out, I think, next week. I think the 15th of August they're released. But anyway, enough waffling on. Thank you for tuning in. I've been Mark. Thank you for watching Gamers Web, and no matter where you are in the world, folks, please stay safe, look after yourselves. We're living in uncertain and troubled times, so look after yourselves and look after those you love, and introduce somebody to gaming, and you'll always have someone to game with. See you soon. Bye-bye.